Hey, what's up, everybody? It's We the People. So, I like to give a little intro before we get into the Mystic Shop podcast, episode 26. So, in this intro, I'm just gonna tell everybody about. Well, first, there's a few announcements that I have. One being, the Twitch streams have been literally amazing, guys. Oh my gosh. So last week was my first payout, and I appreciate everybody for the support. And we're gonna continue on our journey, and we're gonna keep trucking it on. Another announcement is, we on the Mystic Shop podcast. I mean, we've been just trying to get our footing and stuff like that, trying to figure out where exactly we want to go with the Mystic Shop podcast and stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like when it comes to the podcast and stuff like that, I'm not saying that we're behind or anything, but I mean, me personally, I'm really new to the podcasting universe and stuff like that. So this is like my first podcast. So I'm trying different things, trying different things, trying to figure out what I like and what I don't. So if anybody has any feedback for the podcast and how we can make it better, don't hit me up on Discord. I'm gonna leave the links to the Mystic Shot Discord and my personal Discord. Also, don't be afraid to hit me up on Twitter. We also have the Mystic Shot podcast Twitter as well. I'm gonna leave all those links below. Another thing, and I literally do not say this enough, is to like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube. And we also have SoundCloud, so don't forget to look at the SoundCloud. I'm gonna leave all these links below so you guys don't have to go anywhere. Just click the links below, check it out. And that's about it. So in this episode, we bring on Twin Sons. He comes back to the Mystic Shop podcast. So that's about it. So enjoy. What's up, guys? Mystic Shop Podcast, episode 26. We back in action, guys. I'm sorry. I know it took a little bit for us to come on. I mean, honestly, let's be honest here. These two fine people were here. It's just me. I'm late.
Shane, is there anybody behind you? Like,
I think he's talking about, this maybe IG 88 maybe, I don't know.
You guys came on time. I was late. I'm sorry.
All good.
Sorry. I had to go get some food. As you see, my girl eating in the background. But we're all good now. So we're here to talk about some Aphelios tonight. We hope that Riot doesn't rape and pillage him.
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We will. We're gonna discuss that.
Oh, buddy. Hopefully they don't gut him. But also, I'm sure everybody's. I don't know if everybody had a chance to try out the lab. But
I'm doing it right now. I'm playing it as we speak. The first ever lab, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. But the lab is pretty cool for this week. It's almost like a little story mode kind of lab aspect to it. It's really cool. So if you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. It's really cool.
It's super sweet.
Yeah, and then also we have our first special guest joining us for an additional time. It wasn't enough. He came back.
Dude, I didn't have Swerve last time. I mean, it was me, Gomez, We the Peoples, right? It was
Gomez.
It was like 2 a.m. or something. It was Saturday morning.
It was so early.
Yeah, I don't even remember it. I was half asleep. Yeah,
Yeah, it was so early. But
this
not.
is much more my time.
Oh yeah, what?
Things,
Yeah,
things are different now.
yeah. What time is it there? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm on the East Coast. I think I don't know if you guys are too. It's
Yeah.
10,
Oh,
20.
oh, I thought you was.
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah, East Coast.
I don't know why I keep thinking you're on the West Coast.
Yeah, I feel like everyone I talk to is in this game.
It's that surfer chill chain mentality.
That's a fact. You be
That's the
so
first
chill.
time I've ever heard that.
No, you be so chill.
That's hilarious.
Even during the charity stream, he was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna just answer these questions. If I get it wrong, yo, bro, it's wrong."
And we did get them wrong.
Yo, but either way, so how you guys feel about Aphelios though? All jokes aside.
Man.
Go ahead, Shane.
Damn, it got so quiet.
Throws it right in there.
It got so quiet.
I don't mind. I don't mind going first too.
Damn, y'all think they gonna do that much to him? Like, like all jokes aside. I mean, all his weapons are really strong. Let's be honest. I mean, Graviton is just ridiculous. What?
Yeah, I think that's my personal favorite for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I've never played him in League. When he got released, I remember my friend Jordan sent me the link to his actual character sheet, his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I read it and I'm like, dude, someone was on like an acid trip when they designed this character. Like, what is happening?
Yeah. It's so much stuff going on.
So convoluted. But I was like, you know what? Like, if they're gonna bring him into lore, this is probably the best way to do it. Make him have like 6 cards attached to him, make him crazy, confusing. So, I think as far as that goes, I think they nailed it. I mean, he is confusing.
For sure. I mean, he has a bunch of abilities.
I love his design though.
Yeah,
I love the design. I think it's fantastic. Great flavor as well. Is it just because he just came out? Is that why people are, out with pitchforks trying to get him nerfed? Because I don't feel that way personally.
Yeah, I don't feel like he feels unfair. I mean, he's, I feel like he feels solid. I'm definitely laughing at some of the people who just thought he was garbage before he came out. I'm like, he does so much.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way someone that does this much is going to just not be, like, at least playable.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to be in, like, 10 different decks at the same time, though. So he's overperforming.
Like, that's the thing. Like, the deck building costs with him are so super low if you want to slot him into a list.
Yeah.
He's so good by himself almost.
Yo, honestly, the moment I looked at him, I didn't think he was like broken. I mean, even now, I don't think he's broken. But I look at him and I'm just like, damn, he's like 6 cards put together, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, if you really think about it, like, if you really like just try to think about it, you're like, damn, he's like a whole deck.
He just does everything. He literally does everything. He's wild.
Literally does everything.
Yeah, I was actually down talking his landmark there, the Vale or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Vale Temple or something.
Temple. Yeah.
Vale Temple. It's actually with Aphelios. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, the fact that it's 2 unit mana is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to nerf that spell mana. But anyway, I don't see that staying as regular spell mana with his weapons. Okay, well, we can talk about nerfs later. But biggest thing in my opinion when it comes to Aphelios is just that he's just an overall, like, if you ever thought about a champion in Runeterra right now that you could just throw in any deck, I don't think we've ever had a champion like that you could just throw in any deck and they're good.
Zoe.
Yeah, and she's the most recent one I can think of. Yeah, Zoe, and she's solid, definitely. I guess before that, probably TF was the closest, and he's not really that anymore. Yeah, but he's not. I mean, Aphelios has got so much more.
Yeah.
The fact that he opens up dude, I've been playing a Yasuo Aphelios deck. It's just insane. It's just like he just opens up like so many archetypes. It's wild, man. I know. But that's all. Yeah, he's just nuts.
Yeah. If you want to try any archetype, you just slot Aphelios in and you're fine.
Yep.
Okay. But here's the question. Is he unfair? Meaning like leaning on the more broken side?
That is the question.
Or is he just a really good card? Like that's what I think that's what Riot is thinking right now. Like, is he broken or is he like just really good?
Yeah.
He's really versatile.
Yeah.
You know, like it's difficult to not get value out of him, and like continuous value. Like it's really hard not to.
True.
That's why people are crying. I think he's really good at getting value.
These episodes are the toughest, man. Like right when you have something this fresh and new, like the week of, so hard to talk about. 'Cause you're just like, man, is he? You know, like looking at this lens, it's just how many times have we seen him like today? You know, if you played ranked today, you queued into him at least 5 times. If you played 10 games, you know, like he's 50% of your matches, and he's doing work. I mean, it definitely helps that he's in Targon, which is probably the faction that's the most.
It's
Yeah.
I would say it's S tier.
Yeah, it's definitely the one that is probably the first on the chopping block for any nerfs. Like as an overall, I mean, so he's in the best region and he's the most versatile champ. He's just going to see so much play.
Yeah.
You think they're going to do anything before the seasonal? I don't know. That's quick turnaround.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. I think
I doubt
this
that.
is. I think this is the patch we're going into seasonal with. Honestly,
Mhm.
if maybe like a few tweaks, little, not
Yeah.
major, but Aphelios is going into seasonals like this. I feel like if they were to change anything, which I don't think they are, but
Yeah.
they might literally just squeeze. Like if enough people talk about it before seasonal, they might just squeeze in the change Veil Temple from regular mana to spell mana. They might just squeeze that in if enough people talk about it. But I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, it definitely would have to be like an emergency situation now because they don't have anything planned before seasonal. So yeah, I doubt we see anything too. But yeah, no, people are up in arms. But I actually just saw today people are talking about Lee Sin still, and the Ruben Zoo, the live team design was just responded with where he's at, and he's at like a 49% win rate in Platinum plus. So like he's not in the zone where he needs it.
No.
I really am curious on the numbers on Aphelios this week. I feel like just taking this week would be so funny to see what kind of damage he did. I mean, his play rate we know is going to be massive.
Yeah.
Win rate, I don't know. Play rate's definitely going to be ginormous.
I mean, but also, and this is another thing that made me like think about Aphelios being like, because to be honest, if you ever watch any of the like past episodes, I am one to say when a card is just broken. So when I started thinking about Aphelios, I was thinking like, okay, is Aphelios just really versatile, or is like basically can anybody just pick up Aphelios and just use him and just win the game? Or is he a card where he's just really good? Like,
No.
Like I think you have to think about it when it comes to him.
Yeah, no, you have to have a certain level of skill to pilot
Yeah.
just the card itself. You can't just monkey it in with a Aphelios. You got to have some finesse in your play, right? I think it's kind of you have to plan 1 to 3 turns ahead
Yeah.
typically.
Yeah, it's like you can put him in anywhere, and then you can just tell the decks that do that are really only getting like 1 weapon proc, and it's just not that exponential. But the decks that are getting 3 weapon procs every time he hits the board, it's just like, all right, you're at a new level now of being super annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
What-
Oh, you can go ahead, Sorf.
I was gonna bring up the topic of like future champ design. Like if you think about like how Aphelios came out, and in even some of the other Targon champions, maybe except for like Tarek and Soraka, like they're kind of binary, I guess you could say. But
Yeah, right.
like think about how Aphelios is now in this current iteration, and then months from now we get a champion like, I don't know, Gangplank comes out, a 5/5 overwhelm. Like, how boring is that going to be? Like, do you think that Riot's got to like up their game on champ design now, like big time, or they're just going to get made fun of for putting out something boring?
I don't know about you, but I'm expecting Oh my gosh, what is that champion's name with the soldiers? God damn, it just slipped my Azir. I'm expecting Azir to come out looking crazy if they made Aphelios like this. Honestly, I'm expecting Azir to come out crazy because he's another very unique champion that needs a very unique concept. So if they're willing to go all out, like they pretty much went all out with Azir. And they even made a whole video about their thought process. Like, they went hard. So, if they went that hard with Aphelios, I'm expecting that same energy with Azir. Because he's another very unique champion. Especially when it comes to that region. Like, that's their champion.
Yeah, it's a good point. I guess it really does depend on the champion. Like, I'm not the biggest League player, but, like, if it is somebody a little bit more just, like, beat face, I feel like the expectation for someone like Darius shouldn't be like, all right, he's going to be nuts and do, like, 1,000 things. He should just be like, he's gonna beat face. But that's a good point. Like, Azir comes to mind, Alawi comes to mind as two that are just, like tentacles on the side and sand soldiers. Like, how do you interpret that into a card game? So those I hope are insane. And I mean, it's a good question because is it going to be to this level of insanity? Is it going, like, how do they capture that? And Azir is one of my favorites. He's absolutely wild. So I hope he actually does have. It's not just like the sand people are like a follower. I hope that's built into his actual design and it goes more in depth than just like that. I mean, you're right. I mean, if they printed like a Garen or a Darius now, I don't know what would happen. They would definitely kind of be like, that day of reveal would be the most boring day.
Yeah,
for sure.
People are like, okay, that's great.
I mean, even look at a champion like Riven. Like, Riven has a lot of flavor.
That's true, yeah.
Like, if you ever played Riven in League, like, I think I was watching one of your episodes, Twin Sons, where you said like Riven is like playing a video game.
Yeah.
like literally when you play Riven, you're like playing a mini game. Like you that's what you feel like. So they literally brought that same aspect into LOR. Like you have
it's
to
like a fighting
game
with her.
Yeah, like you have to build it up.
In the combo.
Yeah, it's like combos, exactly. So it's like you have to build it up.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wish they would look at some of the older champions and maybe like give them some spice. But I feel them if they don't, because I know that's a lot of coding, a lot of changes they have to do, and a lot of balancing. So I feel them if they don't, but it would be nice.
This is super off topic, but we were just talking about this actually. One of my friends was asking, like, what happens when they get through all the champions, and we've talked about rotating and cycles and things for cards, but I think what they might do is really just like be like, all right, we're gonna rotate some cards out, but then they're just gonna reprint like a new Garen, and it'll just do something different this time. Focus on, I don't even know what Garen's moves are, but instead of focusing on really none of them, right? Like, I mean, Judgment's like the swirling, but like the Smite's not really in the game. Like, focus on that as like Garen version 2. Any like card game I played, like Dragon Ball Z card game or whatever, there's always like 7 Gohan versions or whatever.
But it's like
7 Darth Vaders.
It's 100 Gokus. Like,
oh yeah, every time. So I think we might get to that point where, I mean, they're gonna run out of champs eventually. Like, right? I mean, there's only there's probably like almost 200 now, right? In League, there's probably
honestly, I don't think they're gonna run out of champs.
Something maybe.
I don't think they're gonna run out of champs, but I think they're gonna run out of things to put into cards. Like, because there are certain champions. Like, say for instance, like a champion like Samira. Like, how would they bring that into Legends of Runeterra? Like, just think about that. I don't know if you ever played her in League, but it's just like, how would they bring that as a card? And certain champions like that, you're like, okay, you won't mind if she doesn't make it into Legends of Runeterra. So, like, I'm sure in her place, they're gonna make, like, say for instance, like you said, like maybe a Garen 2.0 or something like that, or something to that effect, where he has like another ability. That would be cool. That'd be cool, because it's
we talked about that like 15 episodes ago. Remember when I was talking about champion skins, and like maybe you get the skin of a champion and it's a similar flavor to the original card, but maybe just a slightly bit different.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't put skins in at some point, right?
I mean, skins are coming,
have to,
sure. But if they implement them like that, that's how they could,
that'd be crazy,
reprint cards in a way as well.
Yeah, I know Josh once. He's just like he's brought this up like 3 times. Just like pool party Darius. I don't know why. He's got like a
Pool
crush on
party
pool party Darius.
Riot,
It's a thing. People.
pool party. Don't forget, yo. I want Graves in the game, and I want pool party. That's it.
Is it just like him and a floaty? Is that what this is? I've never
Yes,
seen
and it's cool.
People love them. People love the pool party skins, apparently.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
Nah,
funny, dude.
that's one of, in my opinion, personally, it's pool party, and then there's the galaxy skins. All of them are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely get behind that deal. But back to Aphelios, just real quick. Another point that I wanted to, bring into view of everybody is that he forever is going to change the future design of 2-drops. Honestly, if his design stays that way, if we get any, like, say Ionia gets like another like sick 2-drop, like, Eye of the Dragon, and another one that he could pull out, like,
Yeah.
gotta be careful from now on, right? Like, we can't have nutty 2-drops.
Yeah, Crescendo. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
This guy I'm worried, I'm scared.
He's like, yo, I don't want Aphelios to be broken. I don't want Riot to have to nerf this boy. Like,
Exactly.
he's looking out.
But, like, what would be a practical nerf for him in his current state anyway?
I can't even think of one.
Honestly, the only thing I could personally, and this
Well,
is the only thing
I could think of one.
This is the only thing I could honestly see them doing, and this is if people really, and to be honest, I'm not even on this boat yet. There's gonna need to be a really broken deck for me to be like, all right, I'm on this boat. The only thing I can really see is them changing his the weapons to be 3 costs. That's the only thing I could see.
That's harsh. That's a big one.
That's the only thing I could see. Literally, what else would they nerf?
I could see them giving him like the recent misfortune treatment and take away the quick attack on level up.
Yeah, it's a lot later.
They might start there, if that is the thing. It's a real light nerf.
It really depends on like what becomes problematic to a degree. So what Swerve was saying, if it does limit the 2, like if Crescendum limits 2-drops so hard that they have to now like look at all the other 2-drops and tweak them, they'll probably just tweak Crescendum instead. Maybe make it can only summon a Targon follower or something along those lines. That's just helps that out. If that becomes like if Boxtopus becomes the biggest thing ever, him summoning Boxtopus just becomes a staple for Aphelios, maybe they go that direction. If they want to just nerf his like cycling ability, I could see it where the weapon doesn't count as one of 2 spells to phase the next one, so you have to do more card.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh too, though.
That is.
That's worse than making weapons 3 almost.
That's in some decks it really is, yeah. In some decks that are more spammy and they just want to cycle through it, it is worse, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's if he really takes off.
I mean, but if you think about it, is the weapon being 3 really that bad? Honestly, think about it.
Pretty bad, I think.
Definitely hurts his spell, because now it's 5 mana for 1 for the Gifts from Beyond. But them themselves, yeah, it depends. I mean, with how good the landmark is, maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. With the landmark, it's like you basically go -1 instead of positive. I mean, instead of even. Like, that's the only thing. Like, because I think if he becomes like a really staple-y kind of card, it's probably gonna be played in a deck where it's refunding mana. Like, it's refunding mana. Because then that's when you start, getting along the lines, okay, I'm getting stuff for free, this is crazy, I get to recycle things, that's when it gets like, okay, this is too much, like.
Yeah.
What, like leveled Victor and Aphelios on board? That's not fun for you to play against?
My. Don't even bring up that man's name. You know who in the chat right now. You know what hinges here. Why you talking about Victor, fam? You trying to get him hyped.
Yeah, I am.
Nah. I mean, if we want to talk about Victor a little bit, I think the change to him actually was a really good change, to be honest. It was way better than I thought it was, to be honest.
Yeah. Awesome right now, especially with Aphelios.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, his him making like the 7 to level up was important, but him making it the turn he came out changes him so much, man. He's so solid.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Way
I'm obsessed
solid.
with Victor. I know. Unhinged is a big Victor supporter, so he was supporting me when I got to Masters with Victor. He was like, "We did it, baby." He was excited to do.
He's like, yeah, we did it.
We got it.
He said, Victor always.
We're on the map. We're on the
We
map.
did it. We made it happen. Yeah, dude, he's really fun now, dude. But yeah, I mean, like, he pairs so ridiculously nicely with freaking Aphelios too, man.
Aphelios,
Yeah, he's nasty with it.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't know what other nerfs, like, if they really wanted to, like, hit him, but not like, like, get out of here, get out of the meta, but like, just give him like a little pow pow. I don't know what else they could do. Like,
I mean, they could do like a couple of small like numbers changes, like
Yeah.
two damage on Calibrum. Maybe Severum you only get +1/+1 or something along the lines.
They even did that a little bit with like the images that they put out first. Like they were like grants and they were like different numbers, and now they're how they are now. So there's definitely some number thing they could do. I see even Unhinged just said raise him to like probably a 4 cost. I would assume maybe he gets like a 3/4 treatment. Don't like it as much just because we have Nocturne already at the 4 cost with Nightfall, so it definitely makes that deck weird. But it really just depends. Like if Aphelios just becomes busted in a certain archetype, they might just nerf toward that archetype and then let the other ones exist. Like, I don't think he's busted with Yasuo. I don't think he's busted with a lot of other champions. I think he's just like kind of popping off in TF and Victor decks at the moment and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been actually trying out the TF version, and it's pretty silly.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I think we're probably gonna see it in that tournament next week, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna bring it. I'm like kind of, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about where I want to place TF. Honestly, that's
the thing. It's
really
more just like I'm bringing Aphelios. Which one of the 3 decks is he coming with? And then
Isn't it crazy that literally just a patch ago people were this close to saying TF needs to be nerfed? Isn't it crazy?
I'm planting my flag in the nerf TF.
Really?
Ground.
Really?
I just hate TF.
Oh, okay.
It's just annoying, man. It's just so annoying. No, he's fine. It's just like I feel like there hasn't been a ton of really like champ selected removal printed with Targon.
Mm-hmm.
Like Calibrum is like followers. Obviously, that's the most recent one. Targon doesn't have a whole lot of like actual challenger units or anything like that. So it's really hard to get to TF right now when everyone's playing Targon because we're not playing regions like that. Realistically, I probably just need to put some Mystic Shots in my deck so I can kill TF. But instead, I'll just complain about him.
Yeah, just bitch about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Make him a 2/1. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, just get him out of here.
Oh no, dude. You can't put him in vile feast range.
Oh god, yeah,
get him out of here. Get him out. Pack him up. Get him out of here.
No, dude.
You're right. I'm being too judgmental. Make him a 1/1.
I would pay 6 mana for a 2/2 TF before I freaking.
Yeah, right.
Make him a 1/1 with a spell shield. You're right. I'm being too much. You're right.
He's honestly in the same category of like, where do you nerf him? It's the same, like Aphelios and
really
him.
Similar.
I agree.
You have like 6 different things you could nerf that all could affect him in different ways. It's super, super weird.
I mean, the first I would think would only ever be drawing more cards to level him. That's it. 9 or 10 maybe.
Yeah,
that's definitely like. I guess it's more of like the Ezreal treatment. Yeah. First way to go about it is just kind of, his base form isn't problematic at all. It's totally fair card. When he levels, it's just that's when it gets to a problem. That's the cool thing about Aphelios is that it's not like Aphelios can be a problem way before he levels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Makes him like super fun. I mean, he doesn't need the level when he gets. When he does, great. You're getting weapons back every turn, even if you're not phasing. If you're running out of cards, but like when he's not, you're still casting like 2 to 3 weapons a turn, and eventually he'll level up anyway. But
yeah.
Man, I love Aphelios, dude.
Nah, I really like Aphelios, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, honestly, just Aphelios is just a really versatile champion, and until somebody makes a really don't do it, Swim. Until somebody makes a really broken deck, I'm just gonna like it, honestly. Like,
Yeah, the scary part is that we've seen so many good ones in a week.
Yeah,
And,
like immediately.
Yeah, like really good ones too. Like not just like, oh, he's, you know, like we didn't see this when Riven came. We didn't see it with all these, but like we were seeing like seriously good decks. Like all of them are pretty quickly refined. I'm just shocked at how many support cards that they actually put out with him. Like,
Yeah.
like the Fangs is like disgusting.
Oh,
Cloven
yeah.
Way is actually good. Like,
yo, the Fangs is just, oh my god,
dude,
I did
I
not
saw
know
someone
that
hating on
card
the
was-
Fangs, and I was mad, dude. I was like, dude.
I did not know that card was so good. I mean, I saw the lifesteal, I saw the 3/2, I saw this. I'm like, I don't know. I think in my mind, I just wasn't adding it all up together, and you know,
Yeah,
and,
right.
and now that it's here, I'm just like, damn, this card good.
Yeah,
It's good.
quality.
I mean, it's good because, like, yeah, a lot of PNZ's getting played right now. So yeah, it's week 2. You know, the Mystic Shots of the world, but
yeah.
but like Avalanche is not really in the meta right now, so it's not that bad.
yeah.
Yo, where's Fielder Rush right now? Like, no.
Oh wait, we don't bring that up. We don't.
Like, yo, I don't understand. All right, you know, that's for another podcast.
We don't want anyone to get any ideas. All right. All right.
Oh, you don't want people to play good decks.
Keep it out. All right. We don't need that over here.
I think Fielder Rush is in a fine spot.
Oh my.
It's
God.
good. I got slammed by it the other day, and I was like, man, I do not miss this card. Do not miss this one. Oh man.
Yeah, nah. Fielder Rush is a goddamn card.
it's a pretty good card. Yeah, I think we're gonna lend into a pretty healthy meta for the seasonal. If this is it, if this is where we're at right now, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah,
I like where we're at.
it's not going to be a you must bring X, Y, or Z deck.
Right.
I mean, kind of. I think TF is actually sort of there.
That's
Yeah, I think
probably
you
the
need
closest
some.
one, yeah.
I think you need a TF deck. Yo, is the TF Fizz deck really broken?
It's really good.
It's really strong,
Really
right?
strong. It's really strong.
Like,
yes.
yo, that deck is. Oh my god! I
pretty
was watching that deck be played, and I was just like, damn.
I'm
Yeah,
bringing it. I'm bringing it on Sunday. You better believe it.
Yeah, there's not really any like direct counter for it right now, so it's just got pretty even matchups across the board,
It
which
really
is
does.
nasty. We gotta start bringing what was it, Thresh Gangplank, so we can Withering Wail with a keg.
Yes.
That's like the only thing I can like think of. That's like, all right, that'll punish.
Funsmith.
Funsmith, yes.
Oh yeah,
Funsmith Whale.
Oh,
Karina.
man.
Karina. Right?
Yeah,
Are you
that
just
might
gonna
be the
make
deck.
it tonight? Like,
That's true.
hey, we're gonna make it tonight, big boy.
Yeah, that deck is legit. Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid. I think we're gonna have a good bit of difference in all of these decks coming up. I do feel like there's some things that are gonna stand out, and there's just gonna be like, you know, it's a tournament, so people are gonna bring Fiora Shen a lot. Like Fiora Shen's just nasty in tournaments, you know.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Lee Sin's gonna be there because he's also just super polarized in tournaments and solid. So I feel like it's gonna be that, and I just feel like I'm gonna see a ton of jank too, man. I just feel like there's gonna be so many random
Yeah,
affiliate decks.
it's going to be really hard to prepare for it. There's
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah.
much craziness that people are going to bring.
Yeah, that's probably
Like-
the
like-
biggest thing. I'm sorry.
Like you could literally bring like, because of the way the tournament structure is and the rules, like you could bring like incredibly similar decks
Yeah.
like 3 times actually, like mostly like you could bring like 2 different fearsome decks, you could bring 2 different overwhelmed decks, probably 3 overwhelmed decks actually now, and just go for it, right? If that's what you wanted, and just completely erase the fact that there's a ban phase.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't think that's even bad either. It's probably
He's
saying
like,
that's a bad
shit.
thing.
You know what? I might go home and do that right now.
Let me write that down.
He's like, yo, you got any other ideas, big boy?
So wait, I can compete and not think at
Yeah,
all.
hey, that seems
All right.
good. Yeah. Shut my
I'm gonna
brain
just
off.
smash in every turn, bro. But nah, that's what I was about to say though. I think the meta is really versatile right now, and Aphelios literally does not help in the fact that he can literally be put in almost any deck and then like add more versatility into the meta. So it's like, I think tournament, like whoever wins the tournament, yo, props to you, bro. Because you literally just picked a random, like I feel like everybody just like put their hand in the hat and just picked out a random name and was just like, yup, he won. Like, bro. Because it's just gonna like, you're just gonna have to have gotten so lucky to face certain decks that don't counter you, and then you also, you know, like when you face like neutral kind of decks, like 50-50s rather than 60-40s. It's gonna be really hard though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not unlike a poker tournament. Like, if you want to go far, you got to win your 50-50s. It's just all there is to it.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
You got to win your coin flips, or you won't win the whole thing.
You gotta make it to day 2. If you want to win the tournament, you gotta make it to day 2. But I think
wrap it up, dude. Put a bow on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I was just about to say. But all right. So
he leans back. He's like, "Let's get it."
Nah, honestly, I just want to eat my food. Hungry as hell. But all right. I appreciate Twin Sons coming through.
Dude, anytime.
Yo,
appreciate it.
He even waited late for me.
Dude, me and Swerve were just we're going through some labs. I was honestly just crying to Swerve because I lost 7 MF lab runs today.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it on
Yeah.
my MF.
Yo, I actually beat with MF twice actually.
Dude, I got 6 out of 8 done, but dude, MF is the bane of my existence. I literally lost 7 runs with her. I don't understand what's going on.
I haven't even taken a damage yet, dude. Like,
Swerve was just flexing on me as we were waiting. He's like, yeah, dude, these spiders don't do any damage. I'm like, yeah, sometimes they're problematic. He's like, nah, I'm already onto the mist. I was like, all right.
Damn. But I'm sorry.
yeah, we're going up into Sejuani now. It's starting to get real.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, watch when you're facing Victor.
Dude, guard bots every time, man. They just pummel me.
Oh my.
Those T-hexes come out.
Oh yeah. And once you get to turn 8, you're just sitting there like, all right. So you're just gonna summon 8/8s every turn. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
To me? All right. Cool.
It seems good. Seems solid, dude. Dude, honestly, that's the toughest one for me. That, but lately I was just talking to her about the what was it? I think it's Scars, right? The one right before Sejuani.
Oh
the
yeah, Scar Grounds on board, right?
Dude, and then they always hit Ember Maiden on 3, and then you just eat it.
Yeah, it's without fail. I think it's coded in
Ember Maiden
to be like that.
Ember Maiden on 3.
Ember Maiden
smacked.
on 3, bro.
Yeah, if you're not rushing, you just lose.
But
It's ridiculous, man.
I appreciate Swerve for showing. Yo, you held down the fort. Well, I couldn't be here, bro. I appreciate that. But thank you everybody for coming. Everybody in the chat. I see Runeterra Unhinged coming through. Yeah. So we're gonna end it here. What else did I want to say? Damn. I literally write everything down, and I literally don't read this. All right, let me stop.
Check the script.
I have the notes right here, bro. But so we're gonna be streaming. Next podcast. Swerve, you good next Tuesday?
Yep.
All right. So next Tuesday, we're gonna come on time this week.
That's the hardest part about podcasting.
Yo, it really is. I swear, I feel like
show it up.
Just getting there.
Yo, for me, I don't know about you on Twin Sons, but every single time I got something to do, it's like it literally comes up like 10 minutes before I got something to go do.
Dude, it's always like a problem with my computer. That's what it used to be, at least. I'd always be like, oh man, like of course right now we got the problem, or whatever happened, or traffic or something, and
blue screening.
Oh yeah.
Every time. That's like the anyways. Let's end it. But like I said, thank you everybody for coming. We're gonna be streaming next week Tuesday, 9:30. Between 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's usually what time we stream the podcast. I'm gonna leave links for Twin Sun down below for all the YouTube people. Go show him some love. He always shows up. He always comes through.
Honored to be the returning guest, guys. Honored.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
All right. So everybody have a good one, and we'll see everybody next week.
Peace.
All right, later.